Hey everybody, hope all is well. So, I want to do a quick video on today's day, July 2nd, 2021, about Target. This here is an article by the New York Times, Fair Use. It states Target store closing show limits of pledge to black communities. So as you know in business, I'm sure we all know, maybe the younger ones don't. A lot of companies, they'll pledge money and say, hey, we're going to give, so much money to these companies for the community. That happened a lot on Squawk Box, companies saying with, the civil unrest, George Floyd and what have you, they were going to pledge a lot of money to close the racial wealth gap. Like the wonderful thing that Goldman Sachs is doing for black women, $10 billion. Yay. But keep in mind, that is a pledge. In actuality, people can pledge, but getting the money, that's a totally different thing. And in most cases, they're not just saying, hey, here's the check next week. A lot of times when they pledge, it's over time. It could be over years. So here's an article here by the New York Times by Michael Corkery saying that Target stores closing, it shows limits of pledge to black communities. So basically what they're saying is that, hey, the pledges aren't coming in so much for the black community. And so that's just a pledge. So you can imagine it actually getting the money. So here's a store that was in a place called Mondawmin, Baltimore. And obviously it's a black neighborhood in Baltimore. It says a city struggling with crime and poverty. So hearing that Target was coming, they thought it would be a good turnaround. So it says from the start, it was a practical success and a point of community pride. The store, which opened in 2008, carried groceries. It operated a pharmacy and had a Starbucks cafe. The only one in this part of Baltimore West Side. So people came from different places to shop there. Also, it says that Elijah Cummings was known to shop there as well, the late Elijah Cummings. But I want to go ahead and take note of this. So this location, the area does have a reputation for crime and looting following the protest of the 2015 death of Freddie Gray, who was fatally injured while in city police custody. As an employer, Target seemed to cater to the community's needs, making a point of hiring black men and providing an office in the store for a social worker to support the staff. So they're making it a point of hiring black men in this store. Well, we can fast forward. That was in 2015. It didn't last long. In 2018, no warning, no explanation. Guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? Target closed the store. And here you have one of the preachers here at a church. He's saying, when the store closed, it was like saying you're not worthy of at all. He says to open a store like Target in an African American neighborhood, it gave this area legitimacy, said Reverend Frank Lance, a pastor of Mount Lebanon Baptist Church in Mondawmin. When the store closed, it was like saying you are not worthy at all. Now, it's 3 years later, so it opened in 2015. They pretty much focused on hiring black men. It lasted for 3 years, closed 2018. And guess what? It's 2021 and it's still not open. Now, here's the thing a lot of people don't seem to understand. First of all, life is business. Some people don't seem to understand that life is business, and that's why we're losing at it. Especially, in my opinion, the black community. Fair use. This is my opinion from this article. So I've read you the major points I wanted to stress, but I want to add some things. And again, this is my opinion, not necessarily of YouTube. Target closing that store, it's a business move. Right now, that stock is trading at $246.79. Okay? Now, looking at the price prediction, and the price prediction, you can kind of look at that to say, okay, what are they saying this stock could go to that can maybe help you in your trading decision? I personally, I look at that a lot. I just say, hey, who's saying what? What's the numbers? Now, the price prediction is $253 per share. Okay, so to me, that is an expensive stock. So it's doing well. As of 2021, let's see, the past couple of months, Target, the revenue is at 24.2 $2 billion. That's the revenue. This is a strong ass company. Are you kidding me? 24.2 billion. That's the revenue. They are up 23.26%. Okay? So it's a strong company. So you ask yourself, why would they close? Here's my opinion about business. Now, they already said that this area is known for crime. They're pretty much wanting to hire a lot of black men. Okay? And as you can see by the title, it says the store's closing shows limits of pledge. I'm just going to be real with you. A lot of pledges were probably limited because those people didn't want to invest in that store because it was catering toward black men. See, here's the deal. When you have a high crime area, it makes business very, very expensive. This article even talks about how they're going to put stores in more wealthier, white areas. Here's the deal. You have a store in a high crime area, Pookie and Ray Ray. Okay, if they keep coming to places like this, and I'm not saying if this happens, this was not included in the article, but I'm just letting you know on a broader term, just common sense, okay? So let's say you have a business, and Pookie and Ray Ray, they keep on coming, and they're shooting people and robbing people. Did you know, if someone gets hurt on their property, I don't care if it's in the darn parking lot, sweetie. If someone gets hurt on that property or get killed, guess what? They can sue the store owner. They can sue Target. Oh, yeah. They can sue personal injury. Someone dies on your property, and let's say, you have a history that happened. Well, the area is already noted for crime. So, if you have a history of people getting mugged, they're getting hurt, beaten, and guess what? You may have to order more security. Okay? Well, guess what? Hell, they can shoot the security guard. There's a thing called a death benefit. If somebody dies on the job, the company will have to pay a death benefit. In some states, it's typically in some states, and again, this is my opinion. I'm not an attorney. It's not any kind of legal advice. Do your research. In some states, guess what? The death benefit could be $100,000. So let's say if someone gets hurt or someone gets killed, someone working in that store will have to pay a death benefit per person. If stuff like that keeps on happening in any business, not saying it happened here, but just getting you an idea. It keeps on happening. Guess what happened? It can get so high, the insurer will let you know, guess what? We're going to not renew this location, or you're going to face a higher premium. Therefore, you are adversely affecting the bottom line. Some people don't get that. So Pookie and Ray Ray, they make it hard to do business. If customers are getting assaulted or getting mugged or getting robbed, okay, they're at your store, you are aware of this, that it does happen, you have to make a move, either pay more security or maybe get the hell out. So if customers are being robbed, Pookie and Ray Ray, they get hurt, guess what? Lawsuits start coming left and right. Lawsuits start coming. Next thing you know, it's going to be hard to shut a location. So they're in business to make money, okay? Life is not government cheese. Everything isn't free. They're in business to make money. So when you have high crime, that can have an adverse effect on a business. So think about it. High insurance. You can have a high theft rate. Sometimes I've seen this with the brothers. They like to go and, oh yeah, man, I'm going to leave the back door open. And before you know it, oh my God, half a truck has disappeared. Where's the merchandise? They had one here locally. How the hell are the TVs disappearing off the trucks a couple of times? And the worker's like, I don't know. And all that work there were mainly black men. So the deliveries are coming in, but you like 100 TVs short. Yeah, sure. Okay. So high insurance rates, you have high theft, so think about it. When they steal from you, I'm just saying when these things happen, when they steal from you, that's affecting the company's bottom line. They can then have to file a claim for cargo. And Pookie and Ray Ray, they don't freaking get that. You got a cargo claim, guess what, man? That cargo rate is finna jump on your behind. Trust and believe. So you have things like that. Workers may get assaulted, get hurt. Guess what? Gotta pay. Yeah. They can sue the company. You didn't protect me. And this happened to so-and-so before and so-and-so. Oh, you don't know. You trust me. You're not going to walk away. You got to pay. Get your checkbook ready. So it's things like that. Death benefit. A worker can die, like I said. The death benefit typically goes to like the family and the children. So you think about it. This is a strong-ass company. Okay? A very strong company, but they closed down abruptly. Why do you think that is? And it says, the Target store closing show a limit of pledge to black communities. And this store right here in particular, it made very clear that they were making a point of hiring black men. So do you honestly think, I'm just, an everyday person in business, I know this, I've seen this, trust and believe. You think other companies don't know it too, and you wonder why they didn't step up with those pledges? Are you honestly and truly kidding me? It's a no-brainer. So that they've left that store. It lasted 3 years. So this right here, Pookie and Ray Ray, black men, if you don't want to raise these boys, don't have them. Black women, if a man is not about to be a provider, honey, if he's going to put her little Pookie and Ray Ray Jr., guess what? Keep it moving. But this here, it just shows you this group is never going to come up collectively. But the store closing down, there are things behind the scenes that our people don't understand. And the Reverend saying it's like saying your life doesn't matter. No, I disagree with that. Because in the community, the way people move, the way a lot of these men operate, they show that their lives don't matter by living recklessly. So this year, feel free to check it out. Again, it was on Yahoo, the New York Times, fair use. But this series shows limits of pledge to the black community. This story here, it didn't say black women. It said make it a point of hiring black men. And what the hell do you think could have happened to the store closing? And you wonder why no one's trying to invest heavily in black men. So it's not to be insulting. Sometimes you need reality to kick you in the butt to say, hey, we got to do better. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. And everybody have a safe weekend. I'm out. Thanks.